Corn is one of the main ingredients used in feedlots for finishing beef cattle, as it provides a lot of energy which gets converted into body weight in the form of either muscle or fat. Corn is, however, quite expensive, currently about $212.98 per tonne, so some research companies are looking for alternatives to this product. In January 2016, Wageningen UR Livestock Research Company published the results of their experiment, which replaced ground corn with crude glycerol in differing amounts in the diet of 3,640 beef bulls. Since crude glycerol is a byproduct of biodiesel, a renewable fuel, it is readily available and cheaper. The production of biodiesel produces crude glycerol in a 10-to-1 ratio approximately. Since glycerol is a sugar, it is used as a metabolic energy when consumed, just like cornstarch. Now, WUR Livestock Research Company tested whether corn could be replaced by crude glycerol without compromising intake, apparent digestibility, performance, or carcass characteristics. They did this first by selecting at random 3,640 Nalor bulls which had an average body weight of 367 kilograms and were approximately 18 months old. 20 of these were slaughtered so that at the end of the experiment the carcasses could be compared. The remaining were then split into 4 blocks of 905, with each block being divided into 5 pens for the 5 different crude glycerol concentrations being tested. Now, to compare the initial and final carcasses of the livestock, the eye muscle area, back fat thickness, and rump fat thicknesses were all tested by ultrasound. The cattle were then fed either 0, 5, 10 or 15% crude glycerol in their diet 4 times per day. After the experimental period, the bulls were transported to a commercial abattoir where they were slaughtered and given individual scoring of their fat deposition. The average daily gain was then determined by finding the difference between the initial and final carcass weights, by making the assumption that the initial carcass weight was 54.3% of the live weight. It was hypothesized that the partial replacement of dry ground corn with crude glycerol would not compromise dry matter intake or digestibility. However, compared to dry ground corn, crude glycerol decreased intake of dry matter. It was from these results that it could be concluded that crude glycerol may partially replace ground corn at a maximum of 15% without affecting performance or carcass characteristics. This means that feedlots may partially replace ground corn in the diets of their cattle to save costs without compromising their profits.